I discovered a way to totally eradicate all of your duckweed. I could be up for the Nobel Peace Prize. Stay tuned. Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Jason with Jadren Aquatics. Thanks for hanging out with me in the fish room. Kind of hard to call a fish room, but we'll get that. We'll get to that in just a minute. So yes, I'm trying not to get teary-eyed here. I have discovered the way to totally eradicate duckweed in your fish room. I know you're saying that, Jason's absolutely impossible. I thought this for years. It is impossible, but it is not impossible. Let me tell you the trick. The trick is, okay, get your pen, get your paper. You want to write this down. This is not just some passing thing. You need to take notes. The way to totally get rid, I know you're thinking, Jason, will you shut up and will you get to the solution here? Well, I'm trying to, but you keep interrupting me. Sorry. The way to totally eradicate duckweed is to tear down every single fish tank in your entire fish room. That, my friends, is the way to eradicate duckweed. I know you're thinking, Jason, that's ridiculous. Well, it wasn't part of the plan, but well, that's probably not actually completely true, because even when you look in like some totes and stuff where I'm keeping stuff, like down here we got some Sawassertang, and of course you see duckweed hanging out in there, and you know who loves the new fish room? My dog Zoe. Look, she's got all this room now that she can lay around, and whereas before there was no place, now she just loves it. She can lay out here all day long. All right, so let's talk about what the heck is going on. Now, we need to look around here just one more time. If you guys remember, over here we had 20-gallon highs, then we had all the metal shelving. We had all the metal shelving here that had 40 gallons all on it, and then we had 40s all along this wall, and 40s here, and 10s here, and tanks all back in the back, and we tore every single one of them down. And I know you're thinking to yourself, man, Jason, that's just so sad. You had all that and now it's gone. But you know what? I was that way for a little while. But now when I'm here and I'm looking at this space, there's this overwhelming excitement, because look at all this space to do whatever I want now. I can do anything I want with this space. I can set it up any way I want. The mistakes that I made in the other fish room, I can remedy in here. I can do it exactly the way I want it. This is a empty canvas that is just waiting for fish tanks to come. So, needless to say, I'm incredibly excited. I know you're thinking, Jason, you said you took in all the tanks. What are these over here? Okay, so these over here, this is just a holding area for tanks, or for fish that I plan on keeping in the fish room. We'll get to that in just a second. The other thing that's been cool after tearing in the fish room is to finally take things and begin to put them in order. You know, to come in here and get all our air hose together, and plastic bags, and electrical stuff, and breeder box stuff, and heater and stuff, to finally be able to go through all that stuff and get it all in order. And it's crazy after you take it down how much stuff you have. Like, you look over here, all the LED lights I have. I mean, that is a lot. That's a lot of freaking lights. And in here we got wood and rocks in a couple of these, and then we got a bunch of like all our air stuff is in there. This is the pile still to be sorted. But I'm excited about that. I'm excited to be able to get stuff back in order. Okay, so let's talk about what is the plan. I told you guys before I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know what at the time when I was tearing down the fish room, I never was really done, but I had really lost the excitement. And that's what I was really trying to get back. And this fresh slate has absolutely brought back tons of excitement. I haven't even been wanting to go to fish stores lately. And last weekend we went to a couple of fish stores and I was excited about going there. One of the places that I used to do unboxings at all the time, he moved in another building. It's like 3 times the size. And I've yet to even be by there. So I finally got to go by there and see that. So that was exciting. So I hope you can hear in my voice. I'm excited again. I'm excited about doing stuff. And so the thought we talked about last time is what in the world did I want to do? I had too many tanks that were just set up as, you know, tanks to look at or YouTube type tanks that were good for filming. I don't want to do that anymore. Now with having the fish store at JadrenAquatics.com, I want every single tank that I have in here to be earning money so that it's breeding something that we can sell in the store. And my wife is super excited because she wants to come alongside me and help me take care of it to the extent, I can't believe this, those of you guys that haven't been here a terrible long time, a couple of years ago I got my wife, well actually George Farmer got my wife excited at an Aquashella about doing shrimp. And so she started her own channel, Shrimping with Jen. She made 2 videos and then she was done. Well, she's telling me again that she's raring to go and she wants to start her channel back up again. I'm excited for her. I think part of the thing is that she sees this big open garage and she knows she can have plenty of space to do whatever she wants. So I hope she sticks with it. I'm gonna be behind her 100% because there's nothing better than to be able to do a hobby like this with your spouse. Because it can be difficult when they're not into it, especially when you flood the floor with water. Okay, I know you guys are thinking, okay, Jason, get to it. What are you doing? Okay, so right now, for those of you guys that don't know, Sam, I've done lots of videos with him, is who breeds all my guppies for me. And guppies on the website is probably, I don't know, 80% of our sales. We've gotten to the point now that he can no longer keep up with the amount of fish that we're selling. And he's got a lot of tanks, but he also runs another business. So it's just, he's at maximum capacity. In fact, he's past maximum capacity because he just works too much as it is. So all along, I've never tried to breed any of the fish that I've gotten from him, and because I just didn't feel like it was the right thing to do. So I talked to him the other day and asked him, I said, hey, you know the situation that we're in, we can't keep up with what we're currently doing. How do you feel if I took some of the fish that you have and began to breed them here? And he says, I don't care if you do that at all. And I was like, well, cool. So even though I said before it wasn't going to be guppies, well, guess what? It's going to be guppies. I'm going to take some of the strains and stuff that he has and some of the ones that we sell a lot of, like the red dragons and the blue dragons and purple mosaics, ones like that, and get them breeding here so we're not going to be out of stock as much. And also, Sam likes to do shows himself, but when I'm selling all of the fish that he can produce, it doesn't leave any fish for him to sell at shows. And so this will alleviate that problem, and he can actually make some more money on the side too, being able to go out and set up at shows and sell some of his fish. So I'm pretty much going to set up all 10-gallon tanks. We're not going to have any type of substrate. We're going to have bare bottoms. We're gonna all the 10-gallon tanks we have, we're gonna drill them again. I know you're thinking, Jason, they're already all drilled. But what I want to do this time requires drilling them on the bottom. We'll do another video on that. Something that Sam showed me that he learned. That's very, very cool when it comes to maintenance on bare bottom 10-gallon tanks. So that's what we're going to end up doing with that. All right, so I have blabbered along enough. For those of you guys that have lasted this long, I'm amazed because I haven't even been able to show you any fish. We got a fish channel and we just got some dude just rambling on and on. So we'll have lots of more videos coming up because I'm excited. I'm excited. So you guys got any questions or comments, be sure and leave them down below. So thanks again, guys, and God bless.